right.
Let's do this.
Surely these fellas can't be that good. Okay, that's all I'm about to say for this episode. Hello everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Cinema Dopes, where today we are talking about on its 30th anniversary.
35th anniversary.
Whatever, f***ing nerd.
Okay.
Alright, the Martin Scorsese classic, Goodfellas. Or the working title for the longest time was Wise Guys.
Sorry. I was just thinking about the Warner. Yeah. Would you now? What's your history with Martin Scorsese here, Seb?
I like Martin Scorsese's work. I've seen Taxi Driver recently, finally, and it was freaking good. But there's so much from his repertoire that I'm missing. I've seen Insomnia, I've seen After Hours, which might be my favorite, like weirdly enough, for a Scorsese movie. I've seen Goodfellas so many different times. Like this is probably like my 6th or 7th viewing, like in its entirety. And to me, this is just a more fun version of The Godfather.
Yeah.
Like it's just like more snappy, it's more peppy, like you can get the feel for it a lot more, like compared to the Godfather. I tried watching The Godfather like 2 separate occasions. I want to give it another shot, like one last time to get my attention. But yeah, for right now, I'm a Goodfellas kind of guy. But yeah, I do really like Goodfellas. I really like Martin Scorsese's work. I need to watch a bit more. I need to do some Raging Bulls. I need to do some Killers of the Flower Moon.
Some Last Temptations.
Maybe even some Shutter Island. I don't know.
Maybe some Aviators. Some Hugos.
Not Hugos.
Some Shark Tales.
Definitely not Shark Tales. But yeah, like still it's Goodfellas, like all two and a half hours of it, but it's a very peppy 2.5 hours, thankfully.
Yeah.
It's just a really fun descent into just like slowly becoming more unhinged, like by gangster status.
Yeah.
I think Ray Liotta does a fantastic job playing Henry Hill, starting off as like a cool, wise guy, like just getting through things like
he's just a chill guy.
Yeah, he's just kind of a chill dude who just always wanted to be a gangster, and he lives through it. And like he gets a lovely wife. He meets a lot of a ragtag group of little rascals right here. One of them played by Joe Pesci. We'll get to that. And it's just slowly watching everything that he built, the empire, and like how good he had it just slowly fall apart with time. And just like of how much the gangster lifestyle just eats away at you.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh no, being a bad person and like a gangster and robbing and killing people. Oh no, who would have seen that come up?
Definitely not me. They were good fellas.
They were good fellas. That's so true. They were good fellas. How could anything
bad
bad
ever happens to good fellas?
Well, anyways, so for me, Scorsese, I have seen so many of his movies. The only ones I have not seen, oddly enough, are Insomnia, Shutter Island, and The Aviator, like his big ones at least that everyone like says are great.
Yeah.
I have seen.
Oh, also Wolf of Wall Street. How did I forget that?
Well, that's honestly, that movie is so far off of Scorsese's vibe.
I don't know. I feel like it's kind of like a similar vibe to this movie of just like it's just a long, like it's just a long life and just slow like decomposition of someone like who had it truly all and just getting chewed and swallowed by the legal system and just their bullshit.
Yeah, I guess. I guess just like the way it looks. It's not the first Scorsese movie you would probably think of.
Yeah.
Much like Death Proof is probably not your first Quentin Tarantino movie you would think of.
Yeah, that honor goes to From Dusk Till Dawn.
Anyways. So, yeah, I have seen Goodfellas countless times. Like, this movie, I've seen it so many, and oddly enough, this I probably shouldn't have seen it as much as I have at the age I was. But to be fair, it was the censored version. But like at the same time, how much can you really censor in this movie?
How much can you really do? That Spider is gonna die, unfortunately. Like you can't really censor that much. Uh, People are gonna ask what happened to the wig guy. Why he just end up? Samuel L. Jackson's gonna get whacked. Everyone gets whacked in this movie, and it ain't pretty.
Yeah, yeah. The violence of this movie is not really what like. It never bothered
Hey,
me as a kid.
hey, like what you were saying. Maybe Martin Scorsese did make a PG-13 movie.
Yeah. So for those who don't know the story, when Scorsese was working on Raging Bull, a producer basically talked to him about like having the TV version of Raging Bull being on and like saying like how it'd be difficult since they were swearing a lot in a scene. And it was like a very important scene of the movie too. And while that was going on, Scorsese was like, "Oh yeah, we'll probably like dial down the swears and like make it more like easier for the TV censors or whatever." And then Pesci goads Scorsese to keep the R rating by saying, "Huh, I didn't know you make PG-13 movies, Marty." And Marty's like, "You're right. Why would I care? Fuck them."
Fucking destroyed him. He's like, who the fuck are you? I'm Martin Scorsese. I have like 67 Oscars.
But only one of
Yeah,
my
that's it.
movies, won Best Picture, and it was The Departed. And
I forgot about The Departed.
it's okay. It's not his
Yeah.
best work, but it's all right.
It should have been given to After Hours, his best work. But yeah, like
No,
Goodfellas is still a
no.
okay. So, what was your favorite moment? What was your favorite like mini moment? Because everyone I feel like has seen Goodfellas. I don't think we should really be doing a play-by-play, but we should just
No,
talk
no.
about like
What like
no, 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 no.
what we liked and what we and our thoughts on the movie in general. This was one like I've mentioned many times while watching it. I quote a lot of this movie in my house.
What's your favorite quote?
Oh, there's a lot of good ones.
Rapid fire.
Rapid fire. One dog looks one way, one dog looks the other. So what? Who cares?
That's good.
I like that one. I like where are the shovels? I just like how Henry just says Karen. I also
I like am I a clown? Do I amuse you? But everyone knows that one.
I
I work in construction.
yeah, that's good. What are you, Frankie Valli or some kind of big shot?
I think about I don't know why I think about like Polly didn't move a lot, but that's because Polly didn't need to move for anybody.
Yeah.
It's just like this has like one of my favorite intros right next to Raising Arizona. Have you ever seen Raising Arizona? That has a fantastic opening.
Oddly enough, that's one of the few Coen Brother movies I've not watched. And
You have not watched this Coen Brothers classic Raising Arizona, Cade?
Hey, how long did it
what
take
is
you to
wrong
watch?
with you?
How long did it take you to watch No Country for Old Men? All right,
How long did it take you to watch Raising Arizona?
it's still
Cade?
It's still counting.
that clock is finally counting.
It's still going. It never stopped.
Oh my god, what is there to discuss so far? There's so much to talk
Maury's
about.
wigs don't come off, even underwater.
Oh my god, fucking Murray, dude. What a guy. Is just like the slow trickling of like this guy's gonna get killed so fucking bad.
Oh yeah,
This
this guy
he's like that. He's like that annoying aunt that always gets included in the fucking party. It's like fucking Fack from the new season of The Bear Francine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, who the fuck invited you? And like they always find a way to get in, and all they do is just pester and annoy people.
Yeah. Exactly.
But no one takes them seriously because they're just the fucking wig guy.
Even Maury's wigs have survived even under hurricane winds.
And then immediately he gets whipped around.
Blatant lie.
Flies off.
Yeah.
Maybe this guy was a really great gangster, knowing how bad he fucking lies to people.
Well, if he was so great, how come he's not alive? How come he died?
Yeah, I guess that's true.
He got
Who's your favorite? What was your favorite performance in this movie? Do you think Joe Pesci maybe? Do you think Joe Pesci was just
it
so good at?
always changes.
just such a fucking hateable guy.
When I first like start like when I've seen in my early years of watching Goodfellas, like the first like few times, I always thought Joe Pesci was my favorite because I legitimately thought Joe Pesci was funny in the movie. I thought he was very just the way he talked, the way he like
Yeah.
always like acted. He was very much the comedian of the group, like always making everyone laugh. And like
He really is like the attack dog of the mob in
yeah,
this movie. It's like actually horrifying because of like just such a short fuse. But what makes it so captivating is like you kind of weirdly, in a way, want to still be friends with him. You feel like you accomplish something if you get on his good side,
yeah.
like in that weird way. But if like he hates you, he fucking will kill you. Like, wouldn't hesitate if you like rubbed him like the wrong way immediately.
It's like, come on, Tommy, come on, man.
Poor Spider Man. Not Spider Man. Poor Spider Man.
Spider, comma, man.
Spider Spider comma man. This isn't Spider hyphen man or Spider Man in one word. This is Spider comma man.
Yeah.
I always I to me I think Spider's interesting because for like even though it's like a small scene to establish, I always thought of that as like kind of the turning point for Henry because he kind of thinks of like how how badly things could have went if Henry fucked up at a young age.
Mm-hmm.
Because Spider seems like he's just like the same age as when Henry started. Like he's just kind of a kid. He's like a teenager.
Yeah.
Well, that's how I interpreted. Like that he's like beginning to get into the mob. But also maybe he's finding out like the mob is getting a lot more ruthless with things and just like how he grew up in truly like a golden era for the mob for like gangsters.
Yeah.
And how they weren't really like too violent, even though they did threaten to put people in ovens. But I felt like again that could have been just like a fluke because I don't really think he saw. Okay, he saw someone get shot actually when he was young, so never mind. I think it's just because he's doing more and more
They
of the dirty work. They seeing like how fucking shitty and like unforgiving the gangster life can be.
No, you got a point there because also you got to remember that back then cops and like agencies at this point weren't as technologically advanced. There wasn't as hard of like things to get like high or whatever with like cocaine. Like back then it was like they're selling cigarettes and that's it pretty much. Like they're selling cigarettes and like booze and like stuff like that. It's like at this point by the time Henry's like an adult, they're selling narcotics and like hard drugs. And that's what's like kind of getting them sprung
Yeah.
because the world's getting meaner, so they got to get even meaner than that, and that means that they got to get like more dirty. So
Yeah. And
you're not
even with
wrong
that
there.
being even with that being said, it is actually interesting of just like even the relationship with the cops
Mm-hmm.
like gets a lot more soured and like how like they're losing the connections that they once had and they're becoming more susceptible to like justice truly coming out for them
Mm-hmm.
because at the beginning like he thought he was untouchable like on top of the world and now like Paulie someone who he thought was untouchable like a god to him he has to end up like betraying him and pretty much showing that like gods can bleed like Paulie was like eventually put in jail for
Mm-hmm.
everything
Yeah.
and like it is just slowly like losing the luster of the gangster lifestyle
Mm-hmm.
which yeah it's just like such an interesting fall from grace and like everyone who gets like connected with this family like loses the like Karen started off as like Karen kind of forced herself back into the lifestyle which is so sad that like they had one bad date but she decided to come to him to tell him off and like Karen had so many opportunities to just leave and just like abandon the life but she herself was like too infatuated with Henry to like
Up
up and
and
quit
up
and then she just
until yeah, up
the
until the
very
point.
end
Yeah, up until like the point where she could not leave.
yeah she really couldn't and it is interesting of how like Karen at the beginning of everything like got stood up and that was her time to go but she wanted to stick up for herself and that unfortunately became her undoing.
Yeah.
And like I feel like Karen's just constantly stuck in like a hell of like thinking she's doing the right thing even to appease Henry, but Henry just like fucking retaliates and makes her feel like garbage. So I wonder if there was like a piece of like syndrome in a way, and I guess like him
Possibly.
like Karen thinking that she can't really do much without Henry.
Yeah. Well,
Thankfully, we didn't really see too much of like the kids suffering from it. Like the kids
that's
never get
true.
seen
Yeah.
being abused like Henry did when he was a kid. You see him like crying. You see it's like a dysfunctional home for them, but it's not like they're turning out to be thugs or if they like felt abused or anything. So at least there's a bit of levity there.
I want to hear your take on uh just Jimmy specifically, and how funny it is that
I wanted to talk about that actually because Jimmy to me, like Tommy is horrifying just for like how out out there he is as a person, like how much of a short fuse. Jimmy has so much silent fury behind his eyes in so many different scenes.
Mhm.
Like the scene that you pointed out, I believe during the Christmas party when he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna fucking kill Murray." And it's just like, look at this guy, like him, like making damn sure you knew, like even looking at him, it's like, yeah, he's gonna bite the fucking dust.
Mhm.
Like of just like the knowledge that he has, like just that Christmas scene that you were talking about is just horrifying. Of just like when you brought it up, and just like even then, like knowing when you pissed him off, and like Jimmy's also kind of like a poly surrogate of like he doesn't need to express much or like show that he is pissed because he usually has Henry like be the messenger for him. But when Jimmy himself gets the message, he flips out. He fucking goes insane. Like when he hears Murray curse him out, he fucking lets that wig know, like
Mm.
what he thinks. And he's like ready to fucking murder him. Like Jimmy is like kind of like when Henry fails and like shows his bad side, like Jimmy's kind of the mouthpiece for the gangsters or like the mob that he's associated with. Like he always has like kind of the nice face. He always looks like a pleasant grandfather in a weird way. Like he is the mentor of Henry.
Mm.
But like even then you see him get like slowly whittled down to the point where like he is killing people left and right because he is himself getting paranoid, but there's
Yeah.
just like such a calm demeanor behind it which makes it terrifying of just
It's
like how unpredictable he is to the point where he is like planning to kill Henry and Karen.
yeah. Dude, that scene
it,
of Karen walking down the street and it's like, no, 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 go over there. They're in there. It's
it's
like,
just how nonchalant it is too. It's
yeah,
not like an obvious like I'm gonna fucking get you killed, of just like how it means
friendly.
nothing to him anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he has no remorse. Like it doesn't matter if you know this guy for years like Murray did. Like they will not hesitate to take you out if you threaten them.
And I feel like a lot of that is because of what happened to Tommy. He got a lot more cold and like wanted everyone dead at that point,
Yeah.
and just
Like
spiteful.
anyone they thought was a weakness, and just like how easy it was for like it to get past him. Like I think he was just whacking everybody who like even posed like a slight threat. Like Frankie was there for like a while, like with the gang. Like he was doing the hits out
Mm-hmm.
with Tommy and everything, and like even he bit the dust for some reason.
Mm-hmm. So I actually looked up what happened to Henry's kids.
Yeah.
Um, Obviously, like we don't. There was a lot that we don't know about because they got put under witness protection with Henry and Karen, and like
Yeah.
and all that. But apparently, they have like come out publicly about some stuff and told stories on stuff like National Geographic's Narco Wars.
Yeah.
They did an episode of that and did like interviews for them, and they also wrote a book called On the Run.
Yeah.
And apparently there's a section where Greg Hill pretty much had enough of Henry's shit and like fought him.
Mm.
Yeah. And also Henry after he divorced Karen, he remarried and had another kid. So he had three kids, and one of the daughters, out of spite of Henry, dated a. I don't know if she married or I think she married him. Dated a black guy and married him. I'm pretty sure. And
Damn.
yeah, that's honestly that's not far off of what happens in The Sopranos with Tony Soprano and his daughter.
It is
It's
kind of, yeah, and even with like even their mentality of just like how closed in the mob was, like you had to be 100% Italian to even
yeah,
become like a made man, I believe.
yeah.
Yeah, do you think he was lying when he said he was like half Jewish?
Oh yeah, he was definitely lying that he was half Jewish. Because remember, he had
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
crucifix on his chest
that's
when
true. Yeah, he was Catholic.
he
You're
was
right.
Catholic. And the fact that he went so far as to even like break the glass like a Jewish wedding at his
Yeah, the
wedding with
Mazel Tov.
the Mazel Tov. It's so that's so like just unabashed, just lying that that
It's just
Henry's
how
willing to go
nonchalant,
towards.
like how much he's willing to do because it doesn't really matter to him. Like lying is just kind of like second nature to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like even with like even the fact that Belle came to Henry and his family after Murray died, just like and he's like lying to her, like this is like someone who knows where you live, like family, like this is family to you, and you just don't give a shit. They're at your wedding.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like he just died, like shit happens, and it's like they just lie about like, oh well, he like cheated
He
on you and left.
he
That's
ran
it.
off. Yeah.
He left with some broad for Vegas.
Yeah. I think we should talk about earlier in the movie, and because we briefly mentioned it, but I think we should talk about the scene that kind of puts everyone's fate into what the rest of the movie will be. Well, to them unknowingly, and that's bats.
Yeah.
Um, that is like the most. I don't want to say brutal, but it's like very chaotic.
It's
How
just for how long it lasts for him, like for just like suffering and like there are comedic tones to it, like when they get to like the mom's place. But
right.
what makes it is just like how calculated and brutal it is, and like half of it's like kind of spur of the moment, but half of it is a calculated attack, and it's just kind of like an immediate humbling when the consequences take place of just like they felt like they were on top of the world that they could take out somebody like Bats and just get away with it so nonchalantly,
Right.
only to find out later on that like you really just can't do that. Like it will come back to you years and years later.
There are rules to this life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it was like kind of like a sad reminder of just like he was a made man and Tommy wasn't. It was just as simple as that, and like you just had to sit down and take it. And
Yeah.
like the gangster life can give you so much, but it can also just take it without like any warning
Yeah.
immediately, and it's just like that's mafia shit. Shit just happens.
That's
Like eye for an
life.
eye. That's life.
Just oh my god! If Jimmy didn't go to prison, he would have become a talk show host.
Yeah. Oh my
Uh,
god, Jimmy would have fucking killed Henry if he was still alive when like Henry ratted everybody out.
well, he was there.
What?
You mean Tommy would have killed
Tommy,
him?
Tommy, I meant to say. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
you meant to say Tom. Okay, yeah, yeah. Tommy would have been
You son of
pissed.
a bitch! I'll kill you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like Tommy would have been the most like heartbroken out of everyone
Yeah.
if Henry ratted him out. When literally when they were younger, Tommy was the one that let Paulie know like, hey, Henry got pinched, and like he kind of helped him get out of that situation. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's see stuff like that. That would be it's so interesting
Yeah.
just how life works like that.
Speaking of life, like going through the entire like we already brought up like the amazing opening for this and just how well paced this movie in general for 2.5 hours is so beautifully paced.
Mm-hmm.
Especially I love like the childhood, like everything shown there is pretty much like covered. Why he wanted to be it gets covered. Like how he met his wife gets covered. Like, I like that Karen's narration takes over for a bit,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
it's just like, yeah, and it's just like nice, like a bit of every year gets covered, and just like how he deals with shit, and just how, um, like it just goes by at like such a smooth pace, and just like a steady progression of like where he stands in the lifestyle, and just him finally moving to Pittsburgh, and how chaotic and like chaotic and anxiety ridden it is because of just how much more dirty and sleazy his like occupation is compared to like the like doing do it yourself gangster lifestyle of like the first half.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, and just everything is just balanced so beautifully, and everything is given just the right amount of time, from the wedding to him having kids to him
Mm-hmm.
like confronting like people at like different parties for different
Him,
like heists to go
him
bust.
starting to cheat on his wife. Him starting to cheat
Him
on
going to
his.
prison.
Him going to prison. Him cheating on his wife. Him going to prison.
Him dealing with his wife's parents' bullshit.
Him getting put in witness protection.
No stone is left unturned for this shit fucking person.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it's just like another one of these, like another feather in the cap for like Martin Scorsese as a director, and like he was really just hitting his stride for this movie. Like this is kind of like his big. This was like his big one. This was like what really put him on the map as like one of the like greatest of
Mm-hmm.
all time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun fact. You know the FBI guy
Yeah.
that was talking to Henry and Karen?
Yeah.
That's the same FBI guy that talked to the Henry and Karen in real life.
Oh, that's incredible,
That's
actually.
it's the same guy. So it's really funny when the actress is like doing like her deal, and he just hits her with, "Don't give with the baby of the woods routine here, Karen." It's like because
Yeah.
he's had enough of it, and apparently,
He's dealt with this thousands of times before.
yeah, and apparently, according to like the book Wise Guy, and my brother who has read it and has watched Goodfellas multiple times to know this and like do proper research here. Apparently Henry was super difficult to work with on Witness Protection.
Really?
He was so difficult. Like he just like wouldn't talk for hours about anything. And that
I think it's just his old habit of just like deny,
it,
deny, deny.
it speaks volumes that that one pinch that he had and that lesson that Paulie taught him like rung out to him for years, even to the point where he's refusing to give up his friends to save his own skin.
Yeah.
Until he realizes like he has to.
Yeah. It is a really like unfortunate parallel in the movie, going from his quote unquote graduation scene to the final part where he literally confesses everything in court, and like I guarantee you, like the people who accept him at the end of his graduation were the same people that he had to confront, and
Yeah.
just like you just see so much disappointment in their eyes, like when this happens. It's just like he was like the prodigal son, like someone truly raised from the ground up to be a gangster, and he was the weakest link, turns out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really crazy to think about that. Or those people were dead. But either way, it also that shows like the life of a gangster. It's like you're dead or you go to prison. That's pretty much it.
That's really, there are no like good endings for a gangster. Like you can't just like
Un-
ride it
un-
out. You can't ride it out into the sunset.
unless you completely change your entire identity and your name and everything, you have to move to a different and go under witness protection. That's the best ending you can get. Unless
Yeah.
you're unless like you're Jesse Pinkman, who wasn't a gangster, but he kind of got like a pretty sweet deal. But like
Did he? I mean, he had to go through some hoops and bounds to finally do it, but yeah, he thankfully got out.
he got out.
Wouldn't mind being in Alaska in a little remote cabin.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Where did Walter White end up? Wasn't he in like Arkansas or something?
Same
Like not
place.
like. Oh, just straight up Alaska as well. I know it
Yeah,
was a snowy town, so I was
he
just
he
making
went
sure.
to he went to Alaska. He probably is. Who's probably going? Jess was probably going at the same lodge that Walt was, if I
Mm,
were to guess.
yeah.
But yeah.
Anything else we want to talk about real quick? Sam Jackson was fun for as little as he's in
Yeah,
the
that's true.
movie.
Oh, I love how for like 20 minutes of this movie, it's just like, oh yeah, it's Christmas.
Yeah, it's just a really fun Christmas movie.
It's a very fun Christmas movie. Bang, bang. Oh, Stax is
Hey,
dead.
yeah, hey, is that pink Cadillac?
Those kids finding them dead.
Yeah.
More
Oh
just
my god.
more just want his Danishes for his wife.
That'll teach you again for having a fucking pink Cadillac, you fucking you bozo. But yeah, really fun Christmas vibes in the movie. Like that was pretty enjoyable. I like the wedding scene. I just like any like I love any party like coming from an Italian family. Like just seeing the smoked
Mm,
sausage. Just like man, I can go for some smoked sausage right now. That shit's good.
mm.
And just like I want to try the tomato sauce recipe where he cuts the onions a bit too thin so it melts into the pot. I wouldn't
You
mind that.
mean the garlic?
Fuck off, god damn it.
No, it's he put too
I
many
called him
he put in
he
too
put
many
too many
onions.
onions in. He put 3 small onions in and he put 2 cans of tomato sauce in, so we have to redistribute the balance of things.
And Henry said it was one too many onions. So 2 onions, 2 cans of tomato sauce, listener. That's what you should use.
Yes, that's the secret sauce. No pun
That's
intended.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there's not really much else to say besides like if you haven't watched this movie, watch it.
Please
Especially
watch Goodfellas. I mean, you don't even need to take it from us, but Goodfellas is a really fantastic mafia movie, and it
Mhm.
really is a good. It's a good like, even like a good study in terms of pacing, just shot coordination. Like, oh my god,
Cin-
that one take shot. Everyone talks about the one
cinematography.
take shot. Yeah,
The cinematography is amazing in this movie.
it really is, and just like how I also love the use of freeze frames or use of narration for scenes, just to, like really drive home a point.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just a fantastic time, honestly.
No alcohol required.
No, we do not quote he who shall not be named.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was our review on Goodfellas. If you stayed tuned for this long, again, thank you so much for staying with us.
Mhm.
Next week we have a bit of a treat for you guys.
We got a bit of a special
An
treat.
adventure.
We got an
We got a bit of
adventure.
adventure going.
Yeah, we're going through all the different Frankensteins. And
Yeah.
yeah, we're
But
doing a bit of a Frankenstein-a-thon to celebrate Halloween a little bit early. And what better off to start off that than checking out the Mel Brooks classic Young Frankenstein.
how can one Frankenstein be so young? But once again, you can please follow us on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. I believe we also have.
We
I
got
keep
we
forgetting that
got
we have a
that.
TikTok. We have a TikTok, but
It's
we'll
right
cut that.
there. It's right
It's right here.
here. It's right
But
here. It's right there.
but yeah, once again, follow us on social media, and as always, you have a fantastic night. And this is Cinema Dopes. Now this is podcasting.